Uganda's Tourism State Minister launching a registration website for the next Uganda-Kenya excursion. Uganda Airlines has subsidized airfares for the event, but not average Ugandan visitors hoping to travel to the East African nation in the near future.
Many times it is actually cheaper to travel from Entebbe to Dubai than it is to travel from Entebbe to Mombasa. You can imagine. And then these are two completely. So if someone were to choose between traveling to Mombasa and traveling to Dubai with $400, definitely they will choose to go to Dubai. But I think under the East African community there are discussions, but also under the African Union, to open up the skies and make connectivity and air travel much more affordable than it is now.
The only option, Uganda's home airline. But policy delays and high taxes, according to officials, means prices are not about to come down for travelers.
And we hope those prices will drop. Through the African Airlines Association, we're trying to lobby for this because we know the interconnectivity is really low. Because it's like 4% now. Because the prices are up in the roof. Because to go to West Africa, you have to go to the list. So, and when you look at the ticket, most of them are taxes. So I think diplomacy here, commercial diplomacy has to come into play to support the airlines, also to make money, but also to provide connectivity.
Away from the skies, commercial diplomats who have pioneered these meetings say 8 months after the first excursion in Mombasa, trade deals have been struck.
And arising out of those trade, tourism and investment conferences, we were able to get market for Ugandan pineapples. We visited one factory in Diani. It's a fruit processing factory. When we visited, they were not in production. And the reason they were not in production is because they did not have pineapples. You can imagine. And they didn't imagine that in Uganda we have pineapples throughout the year. And that these pineapples actually sometimes rot away. So we connected them with a Ugandan exporter. And now every week, 200 tons of Ugandan pineapples are exported to this factory.
Also, Uganda is Kenya's second leading source market after the USA. Just last year, over 150,000 Ugandans visited Kenya, and out of these, 22,000 visited the Kenya coast. The increasing number of tourists between Uganda and Kenya coast has been aided by the improved air connection between Uganda and Mombasa.
According to the Tourism Ministry, pre-COVID, 35% of the visitors to Uganda were from the East African region, while 65% were foreigners. After the pandemic, numbers went up 60% for visitors from the EAC and 40% from other countries as a result of some incentives in the tourism sector. Malcolm Sime, NTV Business.